This is what color transfer looks like. It's when our beautiful light colored handbags get these ugly stains. Today I'm going to show you how to pre-treat your light colored handbags. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step instructions on how I waterproof as well as protect my new Chanel mini flap from color transfer with this Collonil CarbonPro Spray. And you would also need a cloth like this. It is the Chanel buffer cloth, or if you don't have this one, you could use an old white t-shirt or any kind of microfiber or 100% cotton white cloth. So before I use any of my light colored handbags or shoes for the first time, I always pre-treat it with this CarbonPro Spray first to be on the safe side. Now, for those that don't want to spray their bags, you could also prevent color transfer from happening by not wearing dark jeans or dark colored clothing when you're wearing your light colored handbags. So ideally, this should be done outside in open air, but because it's gonna rain today, so I'm gonna be doing this inside with some windows open. First things first, we're gonna do a spot test. And I'm going to be spraying in a small area inside the flap just to make sure there's no discoloration or any kind of reaction on our leather. But trust me, I've done this before, so I know nothing's going to happen, but just want to be on the safe side. First things first, before spraying directly to your bag, you want to do a test spray out in the open air. You just want to make sure that there is an even flow coming out from the nozzle and that it is going to be spraying evenly to your bag. And then that's when we can do our spot test. And make sure you just spray a tiny amount. Now, don't panic when you see this water spots. I promise it will dry up in a few minutes. Let it dry for at least 20 minutes. Now, after 20 minutes, the spots are gone, and I'll show you a different angle where you couldn't see the spots any longer. Now we're ready to spray the entire bag. Now you have an option to tape your hardware, but I really wouldn't worry about that because even on the chains, it's almost impossible to do that. We're just gonna buff it up later. So this procedure can be a little bit lengthy because you have to wait in between coats to actually go to the next step. Make sure you spray in even sweeping motion and be at least 30 centimeters away from your bag. It may not look like I'm 30 centimeters away here, but I actually am. As you can see here, our bag is completely covered with the CarbonPro Spray. So do not touch it and just leave it to dry for 20 minutes. After that, you can proceed and spray the inside flap, and it's an option for you if you want to spray the interior. Now, once the front part has dried, I'll switch to the other side and lay it flat, including the chain strap. Now we're ready to spray on the other side of the bag, but make sure that when you're spraying, you're doing it on an even sweeping motion, covering the entire area. And since this is the back side of the bag where it's more prone to color transfer, so I'm going to do a second coat after 10 minutes, and this is just to give that extra layer of protection. Okay, so this is about 30 minutes later. As you can see, it is nice and dry. So now I'm going to buff it using my Chanel buffer. If you don't have this one, then you could also use like a white cloth. You could also use that one, but make sure it's nice microfiber cloth. So we'll get started. So just want to show you the finished product of my bag after it's been treated. I'm really happy with it. It did not change its color. And so here is the bottom, and it's ready to be used. And so yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions regarding this process, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you on my future video.